Hello guys, my name is EricVanWilderman and welcome back to Wilderman Weekends. So last week we had a quiz show which had 13 O and X questions, true and false questions, about just things about my life, things that, most of them you could find on the channel, but I mean it would be hard to find because they're from a lot of older videos and stuff. And some of them were just guesswork, right? And I tried to trick you on some of them. And so it turns out we have 4 winners. Now, originally I said we were gonna have 3 winners, but what happened is, originally my plan was the first 3 people to get all the questions right were gonna win, but only 4 people in total had all the questions right anyways, so I decided to give it to 4 people, and that's just the way it went. Now, before I announce who the actual winners are, I want to go over the questions themselves so you can learn a little bit about me and a little bit about the channel. It's almost like a Q&A in a way, because I'm gonna give you guys some information about the channel, about me for free. That's pretty awesome, huh? Well, let's start with the first question. So the first question was, I've been playing games since I was a baby. And the answer to that one is true. One of the first memories of my life is I was playing Nintendo with my brother when I was like 3 years old. It's one of my first memories I had. And I was playing, we were playing the original Contra, we were playing Super Mario, and we were playing the original Zelda game for Nintendo. Because it was around 1989 when I was 3 years old. I was born in 1986. And yeah, it was one of the first memories of my life, was me with a controller in my hand. It's one of the earliest things I can remember. So yeah, that's very true. Since I was very young, I've been playing games. Now, question number 2. I taught English in Korea for 5 years. This one is true. I did teach English in Korea for 5 years exactly, from February 2010 till February 2015, and now I'm back living in Canada for the meantime, and I have another teaching job lined up that'll start next February, so I'll probably be moving back to Korea in the fall sometime, and until then, I'm gonna be in Canada, just doing YouTube. And yeah, maybe if the YouTube channel gets popular in the meantime, I will just do YouTube. If not, I'll go back, and I have a teaching job lined up, teaching after school classes, and I really hope I can make that work out. So yeah, I did teach in Korea for 5 years. Question number 3. I'm the best Geometry Dash player in the world. Well, as much as I want to believe that I am, this one is false. There are a lot of people that are way better than me. There's a guy, Alex Payne, Anubis, Creepy Dash, they're all better than me. The levels that you see on the channel of me playing are like the only levels I really do. I haven't done like any other demons beside from those. So yeah, I'm not the best in the world, as much as I'd like to believe, but I am the best Geometry Dash commentator, aren't I? I like to believe that actually, but yeah. Okay, question number 4. I can speak Korean. Well, I lived in Korea for 5 years, and in the first couple years, I didn't speak it very well. I didn't study very much. I was a little bit lazy. I was just like playing games in my off time and traveling around the country, not studying the language. But in my 3rd and 4th year and 5th year, I really picked up my studying. I studied a lot. I passed a Korean test. It was just the first 2 levels of the Korean proficiency test. There's 4 more levels to go, but I'm at about an intermediate level, and I can hold myself in a conversation. I'm not fluent by any means, but I'm getting there, and I study a lot, so, I'll probably be... If at all possible, I really want to be fluent within the next 2 years. And, yeah, so I'm really hoping I can be. But I can speak some Korean, and I can have basic, more than basic, I can have conversations about a lot of different things. And, when I watch TV, I know what's going on, so... Anyways, question number 5 is, I drove a motorcycle while living in Korea. This one is true. I drove a motorcycle for 2 years while living in Korea. Right now, you're probably seeing a video of me driving a motorcycle in Korea, and I made a vlog about that when I bought it, which was almost 2 years ago, around maybe a year and 10 months ago or something, that I made that video. It was one of the first vlog things that I made. So yeah, I did drive a motorcycle around for a very long time. I still have it, actually. It's at my girlfriend's parents' place, parked, and as soon as I go back there, I'll be driving that motorcycle again and traveling around the country. I actually did a motorcycle trip in Vietnam. There's a vlog about that, too, where I traveled across the whole country. I traveled across Vietnam for 2 weeks. It was great. I love motorcycles. They're fun. Question number 6. I wear beanies because I'm bald. This is false. I'm not bald, but one might say I'm balding a little bit, although it's stayed at the same kind of receding hair level for like 5 years. It hasn't really gone back any further, so I guess I'm not really balding anymore. It's just my natural hairline is back a little bit. I have the Vegeta V-line that goes down like this. So yeah, yep. Question number 7. I live in Canada now because I'm on a break from teaching in Korea. I kind of answered that earlier. That one is true. Question number 8. I sometimes name my characters Buns McGee in the games that I play. Yes, I do name my characters Buns McGee in the games I play sometimes. When I played Dark Souls 2, I did. I've just since deleted all those videos since they weren't very popular. And when I played White Day, which is one of my favorite horror games, which you can find on the channel, I named my character Buns McGee. And in a couple others, I might have named my character Buns McGee, but I forget. But yeah, I like to do that. That's my name, because Buns McGee means you can run fast. Next question. Question 9. The Van in EricVanWilderman is a part of my real name. Now this one's gonna come as a big surprise to people. The Van in my name, EricVanWilderman, is not actually part of my name. My real name is just EricVilderman, and I do have 2 middle names actually, so my full name altogether is Eric Samuel Joseph Wilderman. That's my entire name. That's a lot. But the reason why I put the Van there is, people are gonna think this is silly, is when I used to love DJ music. I still do love electronica music. And I told my friends, I was like, you know what? If I ever become a DJ, I'm gonna call myself EricVanWilderman, because there's so many Vans in DJ names like Armin van Buren, Sander van Doorn, Paul van Dyke, and all those names because they're European guys. But I was like, EricVanWilderman, it rolls off the tongue so well that if I ever become like a DJ or someone famous, I want to put that as my name. And so I just decided, when I made the YouTube channel, I was thinking of a name and I went, you know, I'm just gonna use that, the one that I said I was gonna use like a long time ago, to my friends when we were joking around when I was in like high school and we listened to a lot of electronica. So yeah, that's the origins of EricVanWilderman. So it's actually not part of my name. I have so many people asking me, are you from the Netherlands? I'm like, no, I'm not. I have European family from a long time ago. I don't think they're from the Netherlands though. I think my family was from Poland. Well, on my dad's side anyways. Poland and Britain on my dad's side. His great-grandmother British, a great-grandfather Polish. And on my mom's side, I think there's some Dutch. Yeah, but yeah. Anyways, question number 10. I wanted to be a game designer when I was younger. This one is true. When I was young, when I was finishing up my marketing degree, I mean, I'm still young, all things considered. That was like 5 years ago. 5 or 6 years ago. 6 now. Wow, time flies. Yeah, I wanted to be a game designer. I was gonna stop doing my marketing thing. I was gonna become a game designer, but the competition was way too high, and I didn't really like the way the game industry was going. I still don't really like the way the game industry is going with AAA games and stuff. I like the way the indie game industry is going. There's a lot of like cool, neat little indie games, and some AAA games are still like really great. You know, like the Souls games, Bloodborne, Naughty Dog. But you know, when I was thinking about being a game designer, I was like, I have so many great ideas. I want my game to come to life. But, you know, I had ideas for games that couldn't come to life. They'd have to come to life in a AAA, within a AAA company. But then I was like, I can't devote my whole life to work my way up a company like that. Because, you know, like the people that became famous game designers in the 80s when Nintendo first came out, they were like at the top. They designed a game. And then as the industry got bigger, they stayed at the top and they'd have creative freedom to do what they wanted to do, like Hideo Kojima and stuff. And so, yeah, well, I mean, they've obviously been limited these days, because, you know, there's a lot of business decisions in gaming. But yeah, there was more of a chance to become, like, legendary back then. And so I was just, like, kind of gave up on it, moved to Korea, and I was like, oh, this is a great life, the nomad life, and I started making YouTube videos, and well, here I am right now, and I couldn't be happier. I'm glad I gave up on that, because I wouldn't want to become part of that industry right now. Anyways, number 11. My favorite game is Zelda. This one is false. I love Zelda. Zelda is great, but it's not my favorite. I mean, my favorite style of game like Zelda is Okami. I love Okami so much. It's great. And one of my favorite games of all time is an RPG called Xenogears, which is fantastic. I'm a huge JRPGer. I love Xenogears, Xenosaga, Shadow Hearts, all the Tales of games. These days, Valkyria Chronicles. You know, all the Shin Megami Tensei games. All those, you know, I just adore so much. So my favorites are like Okami. I also love Devil May Cry. You can see behind me there's a Devil May Cry poster. Devil May Cry 3 is awesome, one of my favorite games. Okami. I'm trying to think of Metal Gear Solid series, Final Fantasy series. I like those a little bit better. I still love Zelda though. Zelda's like in my top 10 series of all time. But yeah, Okami and Xenogears are just, oh god, when I think about them, just so sweet. I was gonna say I got a boner, but that would be just maybe a little too strong. Anyways, next question is, my favorite color is blue. Now, I was trying to trick you guys, and I gave you a hint. I said I was trying to trick you guys in something, because I was wearing a blue shirt. My favorite colors are green and red. So I love those. If you would have said, hey Eric, your favorite color is red, I would have said okay, or green, okay. So yeah, I like green or red more than blue. And I also kind of like purple. I like a lot of colors. I used to like blue as my favorite, but yeah, green or red are my favorite. Anyways, question number 13. I normally wear glasses. Well, yes I do, actually. I normally do wear glasses. I can't see things at a far distance very well. Although my sight's not that bad. If I'm without glasses, I can still like walk around. I'm not like blind. But I do normally wear glasses when I'm not making YouTube videos. I usually don't wear contacts, I just find them uncomfortable. I might get laser eye surgery later, but when I'm not making YouTube and I'm just wandering around doing my daily life, I wear my glasses almost like 95% of the time. Sometimes I wear contacts. So yeah, I normally do wear glasses. Anyways, those are the answers to all the questions. I hope you guys had a lot of fun with it, because it's like some ways you can learn about me, as well as having like a contest thrown in there. So it's like fun ways to learn about me. I'm really sorry if you participated and you didn't win. You know, some of these questions were a little hard, but I like the way the contest turned out with 4 correct sets of answers and 4 people winning it. So I'm gonna announce the winners right now. I already announced them on my Twitter and Facebook. Like I said, I was gonna announce them a little bit early. So, the first place winner, and the placing doesn't really matter, you all win a copy of Geometry Dash, but the first one to comment was a person named Crazy Garbage. Crazy Garbage Gaming. So I guess, I'm assuming the name is Crazy Garbage Gaming, so they might have a YouTube channel of their own. You can check it out. I put their sets of answers in the video right now, so you can see like evidence of their correct answers. The second place winner was, I'm gonna say this wrong, Jackson Haystand. So Jackson Haystand, you were the second up. The third place winner was Flancat at Ruka Wright. And Ruka Wright, I know on Twitter a lot, does a lot of fan art of me. Here are like some pics really quickly that she's done. So really congratulations on that, that's cool. And the fourth was Sarah Hoffman. You were the fourth place. Because like I said, I originally was going to do 3, but hers was the 4th correct set of answers. And because there were only 4 people, I decided to give it to 4 people. So congratulations to you 4. You know what, when I was looking over these questions, I was like, wow, some of them are really hard. Like, I don't know if anyone's gonna get these. But yeah, because a lot of people answered EricVanWilderman as being my real name, and that was like, a lot of people that answered that, it was just that one answer they would get wrong, right? They'd get another one too, because they'd mix up an X and an O somewhere. They'd probably change like the favorite color or Zelda. So there were a lot of people that were like 1 question off from being correct. Well, 2 questions, because they'd switch an O and an X. And it was that one that they'd switch. So I was tricking people with that, because a lot of people thought it was part of my real name. But I really hope you guys enjoyed. Anyways, like I said, it was a fun contest to do. And in the next week, I'll do like a whole new Wilderman weekend, something about my life here, or something silly. I'm not sure yet. I'll think about it then. Hopefully I'll get it out on time for you. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you then. As always, guys, peace.